Hello, just thought I'd make a video to talk about homelessness because I just watched something on TV that's talking about that. And what is preventing people from getting stable housing? Because it seems like it's the more and more common that we have more and more homeless in Canada. So, what is happening that this is such a big deal? Uh, well, I've experienced homelessness myself, so I can testify about what happened. So, what is one of the things that's preventing you from getting an income is that you have. Well, first of all, I had this idea when I was younger that if you're getting stable income, this is great. You don't have to work. It's just getting the money deposited in your account. So, uh, I guess it's the individualism and people that are fine with injustice and in Quebec you need to have disability in order to get the full paycheck, and if you don't have disability you have a very low amount of money, so the amount of money is not enough to cover. You have to either choose food or housing, and with disability, then you can afford. So that's what's preventing you from getting the stable housing, is to be able to be considered disabled, which I have right now. So that is good for me. But I don't think that housing is such the real problem, because I know my parents' house have tons of empty space and a lot of beds that anybody could just use, and I'm sure they would get a good deal. So I guess it's wanting to be in a particular neighborhood in a particular city. That's where the competition is going. Because if you want to be in a rural area, it's not that difficult, I think, to get that. But as a Canadian, French Canadian, I was not encouraged to continue to live at my parents' house. As I grow up, when I'm a teenager, it is expected that I leave to go to my own apartment, because that's what an adult does. An adult needs to be independent, autonomous. So I need to learn about doing laundry, having my own car, paying rent, doing the grown up thing, and not being dependent on my parents. So that means having a job, full time job, and to be able to pay for those things. So there's not it's not a good thing to be seen as a 25-year-old or even a 20-year-old to live at your parents' house. It's like, oh, you're just profiting. You're just using your parents there to live for cheap, when you should be uh, unreliant of them, being able to be on your own, stand up on your own. So that's the transition that you need to do as to become an adult, is not to be able to rely on your parents. And the way out of that, the way into that, is by getting a. Well, for me, it was, as a Jehovah's Witness, it's you need to just get a temporary job, and they were encouraging me to pick construction, because they said in paradise you don't have doctors, we don't have so many careers, but we will need builders, because so there's going to be so much destruction at Armageddon that we are going to be building houses in paradise. So first, me, I didn't think I was gonna grow old or die, I think I was gonna cross over straight into paradise and become perfect, and then being able to use my skills as a builder uh, in the organization. So that's my mindset when I was a teenager, and I was very serious about it. There's no question. I thought, yeah, of course. So my my father is just helping me to get my documents to work in construction in Maine, U.S. Because that's where he works, and he worked there at least 5 years when we were living in Florida. So he's a dual citizen. So he has both American and Canadian citizenship. And so, but he didn't get that for me. So he would be able to get me a green card. There's a visa, it's called. So I got the visa, the driver's license, and the car that he strongly suggested that I buy. So, and then after all that, I just realized that's not the type of life that I want. First of all, I don't like to get up early in the morning. I don't like, especially when it's freezing outside, the car doesn't start. The ice is all over the window, and you have to work with heights. I prefer to. I keep learning. I've said this before. Felt like my career had gone to the top. I reached the top, and there's nothing more that I can learn. And I just feel annoyed with. I just it's just it's hard. Like I was as a teenager, I was working 12 to 14 hour days. So to say that I didn't do a good job is really upsetting. And it's not like I didn't work well. I did my best, and I did a very good job. And uh, whether I was working, that's not the question. It's not a question of not being able to work properly. It's a question of I don't want to do this anymore. So because at that moment I thought I need to be traveling, I need to be experimenting, I need to be going where the action is. I live in a small town of about 30,000 people, and just realized that I want to go where there's more things, maybe to be uh, in the action where maybe you can get surprises like, oh, okay, there's that thing that I can try there that I couldn't try when I was at home at my parents. So moving to a bigger city, that was the idea, because I didn't feel like I was mature. I didn't feel like I was confident, and I felt like I needed to get out of my comfort zone. So, but that is one of the things that got me into homelessness because dropping my job, that's the thing with the system in Canada. When you don't have work and income, you're not worth anything. So the people are not gonna consider you or nothing. They're gonna be very, very bad to you because you don't have money or a job. So I think in Europe it's different with that. Everybody can have housing, no matter who they are, whether they work full time or they don't. There should be a universal income. I think that could be fixing a lot of things because you got like so many people are having this problem of homelessness for different reasons, but when you're homeless, you're not able to do anything. You are always going from drop in, shelter, paper, the government office. You're not moving forward with your life, and that is not good for anybody. So when you start treating, like, people start treating people as people and not as a, I don't know, less than a person, then you would have people that are going to be more productive in society, better for the economy. People are going to be, there's going to be less gap between the rich and the poor. So that's one of the things that I think Europe is doing much better than us. That we are too unfair, I guess, by not treating everybody like they should be treated, giving value to somebody because they're taking care of themselves or whatever they have. They just because they are existing, that's what gives you value. It's not about how much you work or how productive you are. Is the how well you work. Everybody should be able to get their basic needs met, and then once you have that, then people can actually become more productive and build from there. So that's just inhumane, in my opinion, to be okay with people living on the street and not having their basic needs. So there. Yeah, I have a lot more that I wanted to talk about. Uh, for example, with work, that I found that people should be able to not have to make work their main meaning in life, and they should be able to, I don't know, prioritize other things. That's me. So I'll leave it at that. I think I said most of the things that I wanted to say. Okay, thank you. Bye.